Today we are going to discuss one of the most important yet complex psychological concepts that we might unconsciously ensure in our daily lives. Persuasion and emotional manipulation. We often find ourselves in situations where someone seems to be influencing our decisions or trying to get us to say yes to particular request. While persuasion is typically seen as a positive influence, emotional manipulation can have harmful consequences. It's essential understanding the difference between the two because they operate on the same psychological principles but in very different ways. Persuasion, that can be described as encouraging someone to make decisions that are in their best interest, while manipulation involves a hidden, indirect form of influence that typically benefits the manipulator, not the person being manipulated. In this article, we will explore these two concepts in simple, clear terms and highlight practical ways to avoid emotional manipulation while reinforcing positive, healthy behaviors. So let's dive into this intriguing subject and break it down into actionable insights. Number 1. Section. Persuasion, respecting free will and choices. Persuasion in its healthiest form is about influencing others by offering them guidance or information that helps them make better choices. While respecting their autonomy, it doesn't involve pressure or guilt. Rather, it's an invitation to think critically and consider what's best for the individual. In persuasive situations, the person still feels in control of their decision making. For example, imagine you have a friend who is deciding between two job offers. Instead of telling them what to do, you might share your own experiences, offer some advice based on their interests, and suggest which job might align better with their long-term goals. However, the final decision rests with them. This approach fosters trust and positive relationships because people feel respected and valued. Persuasion helps individuals become more informed and confident about their choices, as it empowers them to make decisions without feeling coerced. This is especially important in friendships and family relationships, where mutual respect is key to maintaining healthy connections. Number 2. Section. Emotional manipulation, covert influence for personal gain. On the other hand, emotional manipulation operates in a more covert and indirect way. It involves pressuring someone to make a decision that benefits the manipulator, often at the expense of the other person. Manipulators may use tactics such as guilt, fear, or even shame to push someone into a decision they won't and otherwise make. Unlike persuasion, manipulation seeks to control and influence the person's choices without their awareness. An example of emotional manipulation could occur in a relationship where other partner constantly accuses the other of not being affectionate enough or not caring for them as much as they deserve. Over time, this constant emotion pressure forces the other person to comply with their partner's demands out of guilt or fear of emotion withdrawal. Manipulators may also use perhaps like, "If you truly love me, you would do this," or "Why don't you even put my needs first?" These statements are designed to make you feel responsible for their emotions and create a sense of guilt that compels you to act in a way that satisfies their desires. Section 3. The subtlety of emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation can often be very subtle. which is why it's sometimes difficult to detect, especially in person or professional relationships. One of the most common manipulation tactics is love bombing, where the manipulator showers you with excessive affection or attention to quickly build trust and emotional dependency. Initially, this may feel flattering, but it can quickly turn manipulative when the manipulator uses this affection to control your choices or behavior. Another method of emotional manipulation is gaslighting, a form of psychological abuse where the manipulator tries to make you question your perception of reality. This technique is aimed at undermining your confidence and making you doubt your own thoughts, memories, or feelings. For instance, if you recall someone, the manipulator says they might deny or accuse you of misunderstanding, leaving you feeling confused and uncertain about the truth. Over time, this creates a toxic environment where the victim becomes dependent on the manipulator's versions of reality. Section 4. The power of guilt and shame in manipulation. Guilt and shame are two of the most powerful emotions that manipulators exploit to get what they want. By making someone feel guilty or not meeting their needs, the manipulator can easily control their behavior. For example, a manipulative person might say, "I'm so disappointed in you for not doing this," or "I thought you cared about me, but I guess I was wrong." These phrases are specially designed to make you feel bad about yourself, bad and awful, and as a result, you may feel pressure to meet their expectations to avoid feeling like a bad person. Guilt can lead to a cycle where the victim constantly tries to appease the manipulator to avoid feeling like they are failing in their relationship. Shame works similarly, but is often more internalized, causing the person to believe there's something inherently wrong with them, which can make them more susceptible to manipulation in the future. Section 5. Understanding the long-term effects of emotional manipulation. Over time, emotional manipulation can have significant effects on the person's mental health and well-being. One of the most noticeable consequences is low self-esteem. As the victim begins to doubt their abilities and adjustments, they may start feeling inadequate and unworthy of respect and love. This can lead to anxiety, depression, and difficulty trusting others. In relationships, emotional manipulation can also lead to dependency. The victim may start to rely on the manipulator for validation or guidance, leading to an imbalance of power. This makes it harder to break free from the manipulative dynamic as the victim becomes more emotionally invested and less able to assert their needs. Section number 6. The fine line between persuasion and manipulation. Understanding the difference between persuasion and manipulation can sometimes be tricky. The key distinction lies in the intent and method. Persuasion is aimed at helping someone make a better decision with their well-being in mind, while manipulation often uses hidden motives to benefit the manipulator at the expense of the other person. In persuasion, the individual feels empowered to make their own choices, and there is an open exchange of ideas. On the other hand, the manipulation involves tactics like guilt, fear, or other psychological pressures to make someone act against their best interests. The manipulator hides their true intentions, making it harder for the other person to recognize they are being manipulated. Section number 7. Identifying emotional manipulation in your life. To prevent emotional manipulation, the first step is awareness. Recognizing the signs of manipulation The first step is awareness. Recognizing the signs of manipulation is essential. If you feel constantly guilty, anxious, or uncertain after connecting with someone, it could be a sign that manipulation at play. Pay attention to how certain people make you feel. Are they constantly demanding you attention or affection? Do they often make you feel responsible for their emotions? Another red flag is the lack of reciprocity. Manipulators often take more than they give, expecting you to prioritize their needs above your own. In healthy relationships, there is mutual respect and understanding, whereas manipulative relationships tend to be one-sided. Section number 8. How to protect yourself from emotional manipulation. To protect yourself from emotional manipulation, the most important thing is setting boundaries. Healthy boundaries help you assert your needs without feeling guilty. Communicate openly about your feelings and exceptions, and be firm about what behaviors are unacceptable. If someone continually pressures you or makes you feel bad about your choices, it may be time to distance yourself from that individual. Another strategy is to trust your instincts. If someone feels off or make you feel uncomfortable, trust that feeling. Manipulators often use tactics to make you doubt yourself, so it's essential to maintain your sense of self-worth and be confident in your decisions. Section number 9. How persuasion enhances healthy decision-making. Unlike manipulation, persuasion can positively impact decision-making by providing valuable insights and helping individuals see things from a different perspective. When someone is persuaded in a healthy manner, they feel empowered to make decisions based on their values and needs, which can lead to personal growth and success. Persuasion builds trust and fosters open communication and encourages individuals to reflect on their options and choose what's best for them without feeling pressured or controlled. This is especially important in situations like career choices, relationships, or personal development, where the person's autonomy and well-being should always come first. Section 10. Building healthy, empowering relationship. Ultimately, the goal in any relationship is to foster mutual respect, understanding, and support, whether it's in a relationship or friendship, family, or romantic relationships. A healthy dynamic is one where both individuals are free to make choices without fear of manipulation or correction. Persuasion can be a powerful tool for positive influence as long as respects the other person's autonomy. By being aware of the signs of emotional manipulation and making steps to avoid it, you can create stronger, healthier relationships where both parties feel respected and valued. And remember, the key to emotional well-being is recognizing when you're being manipulated and standing up for your rights to make decisions that are in your best interest. Conclusion. In conclusion, persuasion and emotional manipulation are two sides of the same coin. While persuasion can help individuals make better informed choices in their lives, emotional manipulation seeks to control and into making decisions that benefit the manipulator. Understanding the difference between the two can significantly enhance your ability to make healthy choices and maintain balanced relationships. We hope this article has helped you gain a deeper understanding of these concepts and their impact on your life. If you have any experiences or questions to share, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to share this valuable information with others who might benefit from it.